You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, we got some special guests in the building.
Yes, sir.
They're from the show Hustle in Brooklyn, BET show Hustle in Brooklyn. Welcome, guys. Now, Baggy, Randy, Perks, and I'm going to mess your name up.
Azia.
Azia.
Azia over there looking like she got all the money.
Not yet.
All the checks.
On the way. We going to claim it, though.
Right. Now, we did a benefit at Juices for Life, and there was more people involved. And how come only 4 of you guys are here?
We won.
Because we won, yeah.
We won.
This team envy.
We was your team.
Oh,
What you mean?
yeah.
I don't even know what's going on.
So part of the, so I'm assuming that whoever raised the most money get an interview on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I think that was the scheme.
I don't know if that was the scheme.
That's not
sounds-
payola.
That sounded about right.
Well, it was for charity. We were raising money for 2 great charities. I only had 3 people on my team. And
Oh, that's your excuse.
Yeah, but
Got it.
but they were both great. You guys did Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I did
For
the
the
American
kids.
Foundation for the University of the West Indies. So it's great because they actually donated the money to both of the organizations. They split it down the middle, but it was a fun competition.
Oh,
It
dope.
was.
That's
Oh,
so
that's
good.
So
I
they
was
gave
wondering-
y'all some of the money we made, right?
Azia, is that your phone?
That's what it sounded like.
They gave y'all some of the money.
No, they gave her foundation some of the money we made for Team Envy.
No, I think what happened was, to keep it real,
Yeah, basically, that's what happened.
a lot of people
Basically,
came
working
through.
But that's good. Come on. We gave y'all some of our money, too, but that's still good.
They thought it was for my team. They were like, this for Angela? And I was like, okay.
No. That's not true.
Listen,
That's 100% true. It was my
we had
neighbor was
all
there.
the homies coming out,
We had all
giving
the
$100,
homies.
$100.
And she had him, and she had him brick busting it down.
And you want to
Instead
talk
of
about
giving 50,
payola? Envy was offering artists to play their music on the radio if they donated
by any
money.
means
I definitely
necessary.
did not say play music on the radio. I definitely
It got
said
crazy.
I
He
would
would give
listen
it
to
He
your
said he would
music.
listen to it. He
I
didn't
said
say
I would
playing on
listen
the
to your
radio.
music. Then
Yeah.
got BET taped it, but I said I would listen to your music and you make a donation.
Did you listen?
Yes.
On the
Live.
spot.
I did.
Yeah,
That's
you
fine.
did.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
On the spot. I didn't
Okay,
listen to
now
the
let me
demos.
ask you this. Have you listened to Azia or Baggy Large's music? Because they're
Yes.
on your team.
Both of them sent it to me. Absolutely.
And what it sound
talking
like?
about,
Tell me the songs.
I don't remember the songs. It was a while ago. But definitely, they made me listen to it, and I listened to it. Matter of fact, her manager hits me all the time.
Okay, well, that's good.
That's lit.
Now, I will say I've been watching Hustle in Brooklyn. As a matter of fact, I think Charlamagne's friend is on there too, Ivy Rivera as well.
The homie Ivy.
Yes.
But now I know why Ivy's not
That's
here.
the
She didn't
little.
donate
That's
to
the
no
little
charity.
big homie.
She wasn't involved on that one. No, I don't know
Yeah,
why.
she wasn't there for that.
she wasn't there for
that
that one.
event. No.
So for you guys, this is all your first times being on reality TV. What did you think about the
Yes.
experience? And when you watch these episodes, do you think it was reflective of who you were in real life?
Super for me, yeah, it was definitely reflective of who I am in real life. The reason why I even wanted to do the show, I just felt like people needed to know who I was as a person versus just like creating this idea from like seeing me on Instagram or just like seeing who I was walking in a room. And rewatching it, it was like, damn, I'm really nice. Like, I mean, I'm very honest, but I give people the benefit of the doubt a lot.
That'll
Like, just
change once you be in the industry a lot more.
That's a dub now.
I think, well, for Azia, your father's
But-
been in the industry for a while too,
Yeah,
so that probably
he's a
helps
producer.
you. And let everybody know who your father is.
Yeah, shout out to my dad, Farrell Black. He's a producer, so he's been producing for like my whole life. I basically grew up in the studio.
And he's worked with some big name artists.
Yeah, like Little Kim, a lot of soca artists, Locks. What is it? New Jersey Drive. He did something on that.
That's my
Total.
movie.
Yeah, he did a
I was
lot
just
of cool
watching that
stuff.
Say, what's that? You don't know what New Jersey Drive is? That movie?
No, because I'm thinking of the plaques, like in my head.
Okay,
I'm like,
all right,
plaque,
we got
plaque. So that's
Right.
how I remember to like read down the things that he's done. But he's done a lot of stuff. So he's super talented, super dope, and like he keeps me level-headed.
Now, for you, Baggy Lodge, your dad has been incarcerated, and that's part of, some of the things that you have to go through. And how hard was that for you to talk about on the show?
It was definitely different because I'm not only exposing. I don't want to say exposed, but I'm letting the world into like my relationship with my father, which is super private. And then not only that, they're getting a glimpse of my whole lifestyle and how how him being incarcerated just affected my entire family. So it was a little hard, and then balancing the reality, and you don't really know exactly what you're getting yourself into. I think I can speak for everybody. Yeah. We didn't really know what was going on at first.
Green
So
as
soon as we
hell.
get into it, now it's like, oh, okay, now you got to learn how to maneuver and just iron things out. But I mean, for the most part, it was a cool experience.
Why do you keep your relationship with your father private?
Well, only because he's incarcerated. So the case and all that, it kind of like I kind of keep that private. It's
How
not-
long has he been locked up for?
His dad, an
6
OG.
years.
That's why
Yeah.
he got into
So-
it.
Now,
Like,
Like, you know,
some of y'all not from Brooklyn.
I'm not from.
I'm not from Brooklyn.
Ron's from Queens.
he's
not
from
from
Queens.
From Left Rack
I'm the only
City.
person here from Brooklyn. Perks is from
Okay.
Brooklyn too.
Nah, I'm not from Brooklyn. Nah. I
Randy
live
not
in
from
Brooklyn, though.
So
I
let's talk
wasn't
about
born
where
and raised.
everybody's from and how it is to be hustling in Brooklyn, because it's not an easy
I
place.
mean, I'm born and raised in the Bronx, and then we moved up to Rockland County.
The craziest
That's moving
people.
on up right there. You leave the Bronx,
Yeah,
Rockland
my
County.
parents got some money. We
Yeah.
moved us out the hood, so we moved up to Rockland County. My mom and dad still are up in Rockland County. 23, I want to say. We moved back down to Brooklyn.
You look like Mos Def a little bit though.
It's because I don't got no haircut, man. That's what.
You got more to do with it than just a haircut. You got features like Mos.
I guess. It's either Mos Def. If I got a haircut, I'm Tyler the Creator or KD. One of the
Tyler
two.
the Creator. Nah,
But
KD don't never
like
had no.
we moved to Rockland, came back down here. We was about 23, so I've been living in Brooklyn for the last 5 years.
Right.
Why they call you Perks? Is that short for Percocets?
Perkins.
Perkins.
It's
Okay.
my last name.
Got
so my first name is Tyrell. My last name is Perkins.
Got you.
And
My
you've been
brother go
making
by
money for some
TP.
time already.
Pardon?
You've been making money already for some time.
Oh yeah, man. I come from a family that makes money, so
How do your family make money?
that's between me and my family.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn.
Private. I keep that
but
private.
yeah,
You do know I say all the craziest people in the world come from the Bronx and all of Florida.
And you're
listen,
not-
you
you're
see
not
where
lying.
Cardi is at, right? We from the same hood. We cut from the same cloth.
True,
so.
true.
I feel that.
All right, and Randy, you're from.
Yeah, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama.
Now, that's
so
what I
like,
really meant, 'cause
I'm
that's
from the
different.
country, like the sticks. So like that transition from like rural Alabama to New York and then especially Brooklyn, it was definitely a hard transition, but it also cultivated the man that I am today. So including my hustle. So
Okay. How is it like for you being here? Because you model, so
Yeah.
and you've been doing some really big modeling jobs
Yeah.
as well. So I think it's easier when you come here and you got a little cash to spend because it's expensive.
well, I honestly like when you first come into the modeling game, you're not really making money. You're doing a lot of stuff for free. You're
Kendall
trying
Jenner
to
made
build yourself.
$22.5 million this
Yeah,
last
exactly. But that's who she and that's who she is. She came into the market with a last name. You know what I mean? So, I had to kind of figure out my, hustles outside of modeling. Getting signed to an acting agency and all of that. So, trying to just leverage everything.
Now there's some love stories going on Hustle in Brooklyn as well. Baggy Large.
I was about to say,
up?
yeah, here you go.
So let's talk about your
She was gonna do that.
your storyline on the show. You do have. I'm confused as to what's going on. If anybody want to explain, but it looks
What you
like
confused about?
I don't know if you want to date Eva. I don't know what's going on.
Shout out to Eva. Eva's cool. That's the homie.
Yeah, she sounds like a good comedian. Which we'll
She's
get
funny.
I
into.
love Eva.
Yeah, she's funny.
So is that somebody you are interested in? Because sometimes it seems like it.
You gonna have to tune into next season. You ain't finished the season, right?
I'm on episode 9, halfway through to when Azia gets into a fight.
Gotta tune into next season.
You got into a fight, Izzy?
Into next season.
I
Yeah.
got
Is he got into
tried.
a fight?
Because you wasn't there. Where you was at? You was supposed to be smacking for me.
I was at
I don't
Kanye
even know if
West
I
fashion
could.
show. You was supposed to be there, so you wasn't there.
I was in one of them.
You modeled for Kanye West?
I was in one of the Yeezy seasons.
Was that the one where everybody was passing out?
No.
That
Thank
was the
God.
one outside.
Nah,
that
I was in the one.
That one?
Yeah.
That's the one on
No, I was in the
Randall's
one in
Island,
the
right?
garden.
Yeah.
You wasn't at that one.
No, I was in the one
It's
in the
crazy
garden.
that you said Baggy got a relationship because it seemed like Baggy and Azia got energy.
Oh, this is my friend.
Yeah, it seemed like y'all got like some energy going on between y'all.
You just saying
Come
that
on,
because we around the
energy.
same.
Y'all do. Even when Angela was asking him about another
compliment each
girl,
other.
you was like looking at him like,
Yeah, would be a cute couple.
She
No,
waiting
I
for the
was
sauce.
waiting-
That's
that's
why.
exactly.
Oh,
That's
okay,
what I was
okay,
waiting
okay.
for. But no.
Now, Azia, she had her boo
I'm
on
looking
the
with
show
anybody.
as well.
Actually, thanks.
Talk your shit.
She had her boo on the show as well. You had a guy come,
Yes.
and you didn't let the other dudes. Darnell. Was it Darnell? No,
Santos.
wasn't Darnell is Danny's guy.
Santos.
Yeah, Santos. And you didn't give Santos a heads up that you had your boo coming into town, and it felt like he liked you. He gave you some flowers and everything.
cool, though.
Does it happen to you a lot when you try to work with people? They try to holler at you.
Yes and no. I'm kind of like black and white. I'm friendly though. I am a friendly person. I'm not like rude where it's like, oh, don't talk to me. I have a boyfriend. But I definitely at least try to let it be known if the conversation presents itself or comes up. But if it doesn't, I try not to even talk about personal stuff. I try to just keep it like, okay, yeah, when we get in this record.
Is it hard to have a
when we get his
boyfriend?
record.
Is it hard to have a boyfriend in this business?
No, he's super trusting. Like he's chill. He doesn't trip. Like he understands that I have to work. He understands that I'm be working with men. He understands that I'm pretty.
He let you go out by yourself? Was he there last night? At the
Nope,
Def
he
Jam
wasn't
party?
there. He does let me go out by myself.
don't even
I
live
let
here.
him go out by himself too. He doesn't live here. Yeah, he lives in Texas. He's not from.
I'm proud of y'all. I didn't think y'all guys was gonna make it. When I seen y'all at the Def Jam party last night, I was like, "There's no way in hell they did." You guys made it.
We hustle hard, man.
Man, I rolled out of bed and did like this, grabbed my sweats, grabbed the hoodie.
You ain't take a shower this morning.
Nah,
He definitely smelled like
Actually
all
went to
liquor
the
he
studio.
drank.
Definitely.
Perk smelled like every
I smell
bit
like
of
that.
a bar.
I was drinking
Facts.
Cavassier Neats last night. That's it. I
You
smell
turned
like
up.
it
Shout
too.
out to
Were you
Kavasi.
DJing last night, Perks?
Nah, I didn't DJ last night. I actually did Spray Ground the night before. We was doing Spray Ground and a few other joints. I'm trying to get the roads like Envy though. He gotta teach me how to do it.
Oh, there we go, Envy.
You gotta
This
teach me
could be
how
your
to do it.
protege
Gotta
right
flip
here.
some houses.
Yeah, flip some houses, bro.
Flip some houses,
invest
get your
your money
money
in
up.
real
That's what my family does. My dad is a he works
Oh,
in
so
real
you
estate.
good,
So
yeah.
I'm learning.
Now,
I'm
did
learning.
learn that early.
you guys learn anything watching the episodes back that you didn't know while it was happening?
A lot of
That a lot of people are haters.
Yeah,
Yes.
OD. And a lot of scenes got cut.
Yeah,
a
a lot of
lot
scenes
of
got
shit
cut.
got cut.
So what
And
are
the
some things that
editing
we
of
should
it.
know?
Can't
that-
curse. I
The
forgot we
first
on
purchase
live.
can't curse,
We on
but-
live TV.
It's not live.
It's not.
It's not. Oh, okay, cool.
What are some things that we should know that we didn't see?
You should know that I do way more music than they showed.
I would hope so.
Yeah, they cut a lot of my performance time out. A lot of my freestyle cipher time out. But it's all good.
Alicia said she could take you from nothing.
She said I was
Something.
nothing. Yeah, I don't, gotta play nice for the camera. That was before I really knew what was going on in the reality. So I kind of held my tongue back a little bit. But, I gotta be respectful at the end of the day.
That's
Did y'all
very nice
enjoy
of
the
you.
experience overall?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
had a
was
great time
definitely
with it.
eye-opening for sure.
Yeah. And then watching it, it's like, like for me personally, me and Baggy was talking about it earlier. For me personally, it was like, like you didn't know what you was getting into, so you didn't really want to give a lot, but you didn't want to give a little. So looking back at it and like season 2, you're like, oh, okay, now I know how to like present myself.
we know
and
how to
give them-
move.
Yeah, now I
Yeah.
know how to move. At first, you're just like,
Right.
you're a little not shy. You just not scared. You just don't know how they're gonna.
You don't
want
wanna
to
play yourself.
Exactly.
Right, you don't want to
Exactly.
play
That's it,
yourself.
that's
That's
it.
really
You
what
don't
it
wanna
goes
keep
down
playing.
to.
And there's no script.
And
so
there's no
It's
script,
all
so,
freestyle.
yeah.
You freestyling everything. So
Yeah, and you
And
don't
they-
know what they're gonna cut. What
and
they're
how
gonna
they
keep.
prep you too.
Yeah.
They
And how
might
they
be
prep
telling
you.
somebody else, yo, don't forget so and so
They're
said
really
this.
good at
Exactly.
finessing.
Be like,
They'll
you
show
sure
you
they
a
said
video
that?
and be like, you
Yeah,
didn't
you didn't see this, or like, oh,
Yeah.
did you see this text? Like shit, stuff like that. I remember not to curse, stuff like that. And but now looking back on it, it's like it was a dope experience for me, and I'm more than sure like my brother feels the same way. It was a dope experience for
Are
us.
you guys all back for season 2?
I hope so.
Hopefully.
Shit.
God willing.
God willing.
Y'all already
for sure.
shot season 2?
No,
No.
Season 1.
Have they got greenlit for season 2?
Not technically.
we got a yellow light for season 2.
How they been doing ratings wise? You don't know?
We don't know. They don't.
I heard it
really-
was good.
I feel like
I
we
heard
got
it
good
was
responses.
Yeah,
I heard
for
it was
sure.
good.
It's grown every week.
every
Yeah.
week. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got bigger numbers. So
Yeah, like at first it was slow, and then I think it started picking up as the action started.
All right.
Moving along, yeah.
There was a situation with Ivy, and I want to get your guys' opinion on this. Okay, getting a kiss on the forehead. Is that a violation if you're in a relationship? Because they made a huge deal.
Hell yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
what was that question?
Ivy, she got kissed on the forehead.
Yeah, I mean
And
that's
Jesse
just
got
not.
mad.
feel
Is
like
that a
that's
big deal?
disrespectful.
He was right there, though.
Cause
And it's malicious the way it was presented.
I would have said something to him.
Who kissed her on the forehead though? Who
Yeah.
was it?
Santos. That shit wasn't cool.
If you
man.
felt that way, I would have made that like interaction right then, because he was standing in front of you. Like I feel like you could have brought it up to Ivy, but I would have said something right then to him.
Explain the
if you
situation.
felt
I'm
like-
confused.
Nah, because we gotta remember, Ivy was barking on him for the same thing. She was barking on him for the same
So
thing.
But he
Santos
was
and Ivy
standing
are
around
friends.
right
He
in-
just they
She's
gave each
barking
other
on
a
him
hug,
with
hello.
Danny about the
He
same
spoke
thing,
to her,
and
he
then
kissed
she
her on the
turned around and
forehead,
kissed her on the
forehead.
and her dude got
Yeah,
mad.
she
He
ain't
did it
like
right in
that.
front of him.
That's disrespectful.
That's not cool.
It's not okay.
Yeah, that's
It's
not cool.
super disrespectful.
Yeah,
I said the same thing on the
And then-
episode. It
Yeah.
was like, you can't kiss my girl on the forehead.
Hell
Facts.
no.
Can't do
in
that.
front of me too.
I mean, I don't care if I'm not there. You still can't kiss
He
me.
should have punched
I
Santos
didn't think it
in
was a
his
big
forehead.
deal.
Forehead kiss
So
is
you would
serious.
let a
You seen
man
Best
kiss you on
Man?
the forehead while you
Right
with your
here.
man? Like
Nah,
that?
that's disrespectful.
And then look
always
at your
give you a
man right
kiss.
after,
And then look at-
and And then look at your man like.
He looked right at her.
He whispered in her ear. You know,
JB.
Yeah, nobody ever kissed me on the forehead. I never kissed nobody on the forehead other than my kids. So yeah, that's a little disrespectful. But I'm thinking about it. If Tiffany Haddish kissed you on the forehead, Charlamagne, it's like, you crazy, Charlamagne. Nah,
Because
she
he is
wouldn't do
tall.
that.
She's taller than him.
Yeah, because she's mad taller than you, so that's probably where she would land. Like,
Can someone kiss your wife on the forehead?
Nah, she is kind of
Hello, Envy. Can somebody kiss your wife on the forehead in front of you?
No.
it depends.
On who it is?
Yep.
Okay, but what if it's not family? What if it's just like a guy? He's not your friend. He's her
But
friend.
I will say though, like we kiss on the
Yeah,
cheek.
no, not if you're not
So what's the
friends with
difference
the
between
man.
the cheek and the forehead?
That's what I'm trying to think
Forehead
now.
is more
That's
intimate.
what I'm saying. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Forehead is more intimate.
I
If
just
you ask
think
me.
You think
that
the
was
forehead's more intimate than the cheek?
Yeah,
Everybody kiss on the cheek.
The cheek
I
is
think it's
common.
just-
How many times
yeah.
you
The cheek
you
is
shake
common.
people's
That's
hand,
kinda
or,
like a greeting,
you know
and
what
it's
I mean?
like,
That's
you
a
know.
natural greeting.
I
You
ain't
kiss
gonna-
someone on the
it
cheek.
depends how ugly they are. If they ugly, I don't get it.
I let my homegirls kiss me on the cheek. I don't necessarily kiss
On the
him on the
forehead.
cheek though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It's just a
Exactly.
little awkward. It's just not. It's not normal.
And then you looked
So it's
at him
like,
afterwards, like to prove a point, like, oh yeah, I can have this if I want it, kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
then
you
you'll
know
be
what I
5
mean?
minutes, yeah.
like
5 minutes.
exactly.
All right, what about now? Let's get back to you, Baggy Lord. Would you go on a date with Danny Deuces?
Would I go on a
With
date with
Danielle.
Danny Deuces? No.
Because
She asked you, right?
Why you
As on a
laughing
date,
like
like as
She
I'm
asked
trying
you
to,
out.
like, you know, or like on some like friendly, we just catching up.
Either or.
Danny's cool. I've been out with Danny, like not out, but, like I've been around, like where we was at? I think we was in the airport. It was me, her, and the producer. We had drinks and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, we had drinks.
That's not out. That's
Yeah, I
not
mean,
what she
that's-
asking you.
we outside.
asked you out.
We outside. But like as a personal
you
date,
Vanessa.
nah, I wouldn't say a personal date. Nah, she's cool though.
All right, so just so y'all know, because I know Envy and Charlamagne didn't see it, Azia and Danielle end up getting into a bit of an altercation, right?
Sadly.
Yeah, sadly, because you guys, you definitely always took up for her, even though some of your friends might not have liked her and questioned certain things. Like, why do you, Ivy didn't really care for her and said, why do you always stick up for her? Why are you cool with her like that? And, you know, you are a very loyal person. So where do you guys stand now?
Season 2. Wait, who do I stand with? Who?
With
Which
Danielle.
person? Oh, she's a super dub.
Really?
Yeah. Like, yeah, she's a super dub. I've never respected anyone in my life. So like I come into situations with respect. So it's not like I'm like in, and which is probably why I agree with you, which is why I might have to like have a different approach, especially coming into this business, because I'm open doors. And then it's like, okay, you do something, then it's like, okay, doors closed. A lot of people, what I'm noticing is coming in like, I don't really know about you. Let me see who you are. That takes a lot of energy. And it's like, I'm a positive person. So if I come into situations optimistic and I just assume that you will be a good person or on the same type of time as me, that's just the way I carry myself. And I learned that that is not the way with, you know, some people in this industry. And if you a dub, you a dub. It's no need to come back. It's a lot of people in this world. I don't even know 1/10 of them.
But always remember there are no permanent friends or enemies when it comes to business though. Because that's what the game is. That's all it is. It's a business.
Yeah, she can't help my business, so she a dub.
Perks and Randy, have they tried to make you guys have any type of like, you know, well, you got to date somebody that's part of
They
the...
tried it. I wasn't with it. Like I got a girlfriend and I'm very vocal about it. And I've been very vocal about it.
You wouldn't bring her on?
I mean, she's been on set. She's a nurse. It's not like she's an RN. That's not her deal. Like she
don't want to be in the entertainment world.
Yeah, that's not her world. Like she's not trying to be like seen and all that. So I respect that just as much as she respects the fact that this is what I do.
Dope. You got a nurse. She give you sponge baths?
Nah, man. Hell no.
Shots.
Nah.
What about you, Randy?
Well, I'm actually in a relationship on the show.
Okay.
I date Marco on the show, and you know, doing the whole coming out.
Marco's on the
thing.
show too?
Yeah, he's on the
Right.
show as
You
well.
came out on the show?
I came out on the show,
Yes,
but the
he
thing
did.
about it is they didn't even highlight a lot of our relationship stuff. You
They
know,
sure
being
didn't.
a first BT gay couple. So I mean, you know, that comes with I had to roll with the punches, you know, with production and the network. I'm just really excited that they, you know, did choose me and Marco to do that. So yeah, I'm just really excited.
So your relationship is good with Marco now?
Yeah.
It's good.
No, we've been good, you know, but you know,
I had a duel for you.
oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Y'all
Ooh,
ever play Marco Polo?
Trav.
I mean, you know, it's
Marco.
that's my dude though. He does that all the time too, like all the time.
So how did you come out on the show? What was the scene? Was it to your parents or was
it wasn't? You know, it really wasn't a coming out thing like on TV. It was just like they wanted certain things, and you know, my family and all of that, I couldn't provide that at the time because both of my parents are ministers from Alabama, and you know, they have 2 churches in the South. So it was a little bit different for me and how I had to move with like how I would be portrayed on TV the first time around. So
did you tell your parents first before you came out on
yeah,
TV?
I had to.
Thank
and,
God.
You know, they were
Jesus
like, don't
Christ.
tell them, like,
What was that
you know,
like?
don't say anything, this and that. I was like, I cannot do that to my, you know, my
That's
What was
family.
that like though, Randy? What was that
that's
like?
How
different.
did they
What did they
react?
say?
Did they
Yeah.
try to pray the gay away?
Well, see, and you know, you can never really prepare yourself for that conversation. But I literally just got to the point where I knew I really, really had the show, and I just stepped out. I was at my best friend's house. I stepped outside in the parking lot, and I called her, and she was like, you know, Randy, we've been known. You was like, you've been showing us signs
did it on
for
the phone?
years. I had to, you know, because I didn't really want to like fly home and then, you know, it'd be like a whole thing. Like,
You know, listen, you from Alabama. I'm from South Carolina. You from
Yeah.
Alabama, you said?
Yeah.
They'd have pulled out Bibles.
you know what I mean?
They'd have got you in a circle.
But you
Like,
know,
oh, I
and
ain't got time
I
for that.
expected that, but my parents are so cool. Like, they're missionary Baptists, and I expected one thing, even though I know they love me. But it was
You
a
were
very,
afraid.
very hard thing.
And they said they
to-
knew already.
Yeah, my mom said, you know, we knew already. She was like, baby, you go and do this show for other people like you. You go and be a light for other people. By this time, I'm like bawling, crying, because I was not expecting her to say that to me. You know, growing up in church, listening to like my dad say, you know, this is wrong. Like, a man should be with a woman. Like, the Bible says it, this and that. And, you know, come to find out, he told my younger brother not too long ago that, because I haven't been home yet. My first time going back home this whole year will be like next Wednesday.
Oh,
So I haven't seen him, haven't really had the conversation face to face yet. But he was like, my dad was like, you know, I'm gonna love my son regardless.
Damn
I
right.
don't care what anyone else says.
What a great response.
I know,
Good
like
dad.
I'm like shaking.
you should
Were you
bring your
surprised?
boyfriend with you.
Were you
You should bring your
surprised?
boyfriend with you. Yo, you bring your boyfriend with you?
We're gonna go the beginning of next year because he's gonna go home to his family for
Were
Christmas.
you surprised that your pops was so embracing?
Extremely surprised, like, because I have 2 older sisters too, and I kind of told them first to kind of like, you know, prep me for the conversation, because, you know, growing up and hearing that in the back of your head, it's like I can't tell my dad that.
Right.
So,
How long you and Marco been together?
it was going on 2 years.
Oh
I
yeah, so
think
you can bring him home to see
They
you.
Yeah,
definitely
I've
should have
met his folks
highlighted
and
you guys
everything. I'm just
more
making
on
sure
the-
you're not
on the
bringing a
show.
side
I wish so
joint
too,
home for
but
the
you know,
holidays.
like season 2, hopefully we get that opportunity, because I feel like it's a lot of guys out there that need that light,
Yeah.
and I wish I would have had that light growing up. So, you know, we'll see.
I
I'm
think
excited to
that's-
be that light.
I think that's great, though. It's such a great response from both of your parents, because people don't understand how important it is when you do have to tell them that what they say to
Because
you
after
initially.
after they said that, I was like, I'm good.
yeah.
I was like,
It's
forget
a
what anyone
burden
else
is off.
said. Yeah.
I don't know how serious y'all are if y'all been together 2 years and not spending the holidays together though.
Oh, we serious. We live together and everything. Like we rocking.
I don't know.
And
bro.
FYI, that means nothing. People be bringing people home for the holidays. and-
After a week.
yeah.
Some
That's-
people don't even
and that's
respect their
whack.
parents.
We spent Thanksgiving together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
With the family?
Yeah, with his family.
Oh,
Met
okay.
his family,
yeah,
like,
all right.
stay at the crib,
all right.
like, all
you
that.
okay? You number one. All right.
Now,
Relationship.
what was your favorite scene from the whole entire series, this first season? What would you guys individually perks? What was your favorite scene to watch in this series?
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't really watched the show as much as people thought I did. I
Wow.
didn't. My girl watched it and would tell me or text me, but like,
Why you didn't watch it?
I can't really call it. I probably wasn't home, or like I may have been out.
You could watch it on your tablet and stuff, you know. Or
I mean,
on
but I be
demand.
DJing. I can't be like,
You sound like Envy.
yeah, I can't be spinning records and watching this shit,
I'm with you,
having
bro. I'm
the
with
shit set up. But let me think. I would probably say the opening scene with us talking to Danielle about being married and like if he's gonna be serious about it or he's just wasting Shorty's time. I think a lot of young black men for sure needed to see that.
Oh my God.
A lot of it got cut out.
He said that's
but-
the only scene I saw.
The
This is your show, bro.
I know, man, but listen. I gotta
brought
stay
up
busy.
Danielle.
Like this ain't my first rodeo or my last, so I
Right.
gotta stay
Smart.
busy.
Smart.
So,
There
you go,
know what I
Perks.
mean? Like
I
I
got you.
can't settle on just that.
That's valid.
So let me ask y'all what you think about Darnell. Should he get married?
No, I love him to death. As a man, I don't think he's ready right now.
He's in a relationship. He has a
I
child.
just don't think he's ready right now. He needs to work on being a better man, so his son can have a role model. Like
Ooh. What do you
that's
think?
just what it is.
What do you guys think? Randy
And that's no
Harris.
shade, Darnell, when you're listening.
I don't know,
I want you to know that.
She's
Definitely no
engaged. She'll get
shade.
married.
Definitely
You know,
shade.
that's
I told him
their-
that shit. You just called him a trash ass father.
No,
Word.
I didn't.
I ain't trying to
No, I
Yes, you
didn't.
did,
I ain't say nothing about his parenting
you said he
skills.
needs
I
to
said
work
he needs
on-
to be a
So
better
his-
man for his woman.
You said his
kid.
A role model
A role
to his
model.
kid. You don't
Be a
want your
role
dad,
model.
like, if I saw my dad disrespecting his wife, I probably would be piece of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't understand the value of a family. And I said that in episode 1. It's nothing I didn't say. Just didn't make it, but it's reality. Like, hold it down.
I feel like
As
it's
you-
also
yeah.
I feel like it's also easy to be like, you know, giving our point of view on the situation, and you know the way things are televised, it could be a totally different situation behind closed doors. So I don't know. I
From
feel
what
like,
you've seen,
from what I've seen, you know, so like I don't really want to be like, oh, he should have done this, and he. You know.
do you think he should get married? If he asked you, Randy, should I get married?
Marriage is a very, very sacred thing. So
no.
like. So I mean, I would probably say no. I would go with no.
Damn. Baggy, you're up next.
I love weddings. I think
You'll
whatever.
perform.
Yeah, I'm not performing.
I just want to
I'm
DJ the
performing
wedding.
at
That's it.
I'm just coming for the food and the drinks. But nah, I mean, I don't, just to brush off of what he said, I don't know too much of what's really going on in this situation.
From
so
what we've seen, what do you think?
From what I've seen, if you want to marry her, marry her.
But what would you advise?
Follow your heart. If you want to marry her,
You
you
ain't
marry
gonna
her.
say it. Asia,
Actually,
as the
agree.
woman.
As the woman, oh come on, as
in
the woman.
the
I'm coming to
The
you
pressure.
as a
Wow,
The
as a
pressure.
woman. To be totally honest, there are all types of people that get married, and like there are arranged marriages where people don't know what you're walking to at all, and it's just something that you have to follow your
So
heart.
if you were friends with
There are
his
people who-
fiance, would you tell her, girl, yes, go for it? Or would you tell her, I don't think y'all ready?
I would say
Because he has done some disrespectful things.
true, but we don't know like what their
we've
dynamic
seen.
is. Right, we don't know her portion of it, or we just know like his side of the story. We don't know anything else other than that. But if I was her friend, I would honestly say like, yo, follow your heart. If you think it's something that you could deal with, like he's not the worst man in the world. He's not the best man in the world. You're seeing him do things that men literally do. It doesn't make it okay. Doesn't make it. Some women are okay with that. There are men who have multiple wives.
So if your man did that to you, you
Well,
I'm not dealing with that.
That's religion, though.
That's what I'm saying. So like, you know,
Every wife does something that the other wife doesn't, so that's different.
Like
but I
what?
couldn't
What
be
they do?
I couldn't be a
Oh.
part of that.
I'm not.
So
Muslim.
my point is
I don't know.
exactly. My
I
point is
don't
I
know
can't
what they
judge
call,
because
separate.
I couldn't be in a situation with someone with multiple wives. Personally, that's not what I can do. So I
Right.
can't decide for her what she should do. It's all her.
Right.
Okay, so
yeah.
let me ask you this. Has this helped your careers in any way? Have you seen the benefits of being on Hustle in Brooklyn?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
actually.
I have too.
I say
can
just being on
wholeheartedly
BET period, it's historical.
Yeah.
It's a, you know what I'm saying? Just being a part of it, just growing up watching it, and then turn the TV on and you could
See yourself.
See
see
yourself.
yourself
Yeah.
on demand.
Like we
It's
had
crazy.
billboards in
Yeah.
like Times Square,
Like,
like
it's
all over the
I don't know,
country.
it still ain't hit me yet, honestly.
Nah,
Yeah,
I don't think it like
Yeah, ain't still ain't
sunk
hit me
in
yet.
yet. Yeah.
You got to watch the show, though, Perks.
I know.
That's why I didn't sink in.
When does the show come on? Tell everybody.
Well, we just had the season finale on Tuesday,
Damn.
Tuesday 10
You
p.m.
ain't
Wait, that
Hey,
was, so there was only 9
Damn.
episodes?
I know because
only
I
nine.
know the
Yeah.
schedule.
Hopefully, if
I
they
know
bring us
what's
back
going
next
on.
season, it'll be more
so-
episodes. Maybe they'll add a little bit more sauce
Make sure
for you
y'all
guys.
say y'all want season 2.
Well, but yeah, make sure you say y'all want season 2 so they can be back up here.
Yeah,
again.
hashtag hustling
Yes.
BK.
It was a nice build up too from episode 1 up until episode 9. I didn't get to finish the whole episode yet, but I can't wait to
To the
go
end.
home. Yes.
Well, thank you guys for joining us.
It's juicy.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you
us,
so
man.
much
Thank you
for
for
Thank y'all
having
for helping me
us.
bust Yee's ass at Juices for Life.
That's a
And-
fact.
For the kids. For
What
the
is
kids.
For the kids.
It wasn't about a lot too. It wasn't about a little, about a lot.
You don't even know what it
Landslide.
was.
They told me it was a lot.
No,
She was
He's
supposed to
lying.
bring bulk shots. She ain't even bring them. She forgetting.
Maybe you should ask Envy.
All
That's
she
your
do
team
is forget
leader.
stuff.
Why you ain't ask Envy? Your team
Nah, I
leader.
gotta ask you because you be forgetful. I gotta stand on
There you
top
go.
of her.
Queens stick together.
Yeah, you gotta stay on top of her.
Borough Queens. All right.
Right, Queen.
No, you got it right the first time.
It's the Breakfast Club. It's the cast of BET's Hustling Brooklyn.